afternoon, Kabiyesi. My name is Quadri Adegun. So during the course of this conversation, if you have to address me by my name, so that you're familiar with my name, Quadri.
No. Is that the name you are? What is your Yoruba name?
Adekunjo.
Well, I will not know the meaning of Quadri until I check the meaning in the Quran. Adekunjo, which is a very beautiful name.
Thank you, sir.
So ọmọ Adé ni ọ̀nà.
Yes,
Adekunjo. Adekunjo, Adegun.
thank you, sir.
Adekunjo yẹn ni orúkọ. Adekunjo. She's very beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
Èmi Adéwálé lèmi jẹ́. So orúkọ Yorùbá orúkọ ọlá ni ẹ máa jẹ́. Ní kí ẹ má jẹ́ Muslim, èmi kéèyàn má jẹ́ Christian. Tó bá wù yàn ni kéèyàn ṣe as per religion. But when it comes to culture, this is culture in fìlà tó dé. Sọ̀tọ̀ wọ̀. Culture ni.
You celebrated your 10 years anniversary recently, and there have been many ups and downs, some popular, some personal. How do you describe the past 10 years on throne?
Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, a kọ́ kí ọba tó ní ipò, ọba tó yọ̀ǹda ipò yìí, ọba tó ní ipò yẹn gangan, a kọ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ nítorí òun ni kábíyọ́ kò sí, òun ni gangan nìkan ni ọba bíi tiẹ̀ ò sí, òun nìpínlẹ̀ ọba, òun ní ń jẹ́ kábíyọ́ ò sí. A sì wá tún dúpẹ́ wípé nígbà tèmi, èmi ni mo ríra mi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tó ṣoríire jù, tó sì lọ́kì láàpẹ̀. Ààyè mi ṣoríire nìkan jù. Nítorí pé ìgbà yìí, Olódùmarè mú ọgbọ́n tó lágbára wá. Jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé ọba Yorùbá nìkan ló ń dá lọ́lá jù. Ọba Yorùbá nìkan ló ń súnmọ́ jù. Ọba Yorùbá nìkan náà ni tí wọ́n ń bapò yẹn jẹ́. Kìí ṣe pé ìgbà yìí, ìgbà ìmọ̀ wà, ìgbà tí èèyàn sì tún mọ̀ wà. Ìgbà kan àìkàwé, irú ìwé téèyàn fi ń di professor, lawyer, ìgbà kan kò sí irú ẹ̀. Kò sọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn fẹ́ di pilot, kò sí ní orí ilẹ̀ wa, kò sí ní ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀. Lénìí, ìgbà wọn bàbá wa dẹ̀ nìyẹn. Kì í ṣe pé wọn ò gbọ́n o, ṣùgbọ́n ìgbà tiwa yìí ó dáa jù ìgbà tiwọn lọ. Nípa ti kíni? Àwa ń lo fóònù nísìnyí, àwọn ò rí fóònù lò. Àwa lè fẹ́ lọ sí ìlú èbó ká lọ airport, àwọn ò rí lò. Torí pé ìgbà tiwọn yẹn àwa ń lo mattress nísìnyí, àwọn ò rí lò. Àwọn ò rí fáànù, àwọn ò rí AC. Wo báwa ṣe ń gbádùn. Oúnjẹ ọ̀pọ̀ nígbà ayé tiwọn, kò sí màálù. Ẹran ọ̀pọ̀nu ó lọ dẹ̀gbẹ́ ni. Nígbà tèmi wá dé yìí, ó tún wá dáa jù tàwọn bàbá wa lọ. Nítorí Ọlọ́run ní ọba Yorùbá nìkan ni òun ní kó máa jẹ́ orúkọ bíi tòun. Ọba Yorùbá nìkan ní ń jẹ́ unquestionable. Kábíyọ́ kò sí. Ọba Benin gan jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Sultan jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọba ìlú èbó jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Unquestionable. Àwa tún dúpẹ́ pé nígbà tèmi, nígbà mo dé náà lọ́lọ́run tún wá gbé sọ̀kalẹ̀ tó tún ń sọ fún wa, tí ń bá wa sọ níbí náà ni o, wípé orúkọ tá à ń jẹ́ Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá. Kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀ ìtumọ̀ rẹ̀.
Okay. So what is the meaning? And for the sake of this conversation and for our target audience,
Yes.
I would appreciate if you use English language.
N èé sọ̀mọ̀wé nínú èbó. Ọ̀mọ̀wé ni mí ní Yorùbá. Bí èbó náà ṣe ọ̀mọ̀wé ní Yorùbá. Ọ̀mọ̀wé ni á ní
But
èbó.
fún àǹfààní àwọn òyìnbó náà.
Màá ń torí pé gbogbo wa a jọ jẹ́ Nàìjíríà, a sì fẹ́ jẹ́ káwọn míì náà tún gbọ́. I will speak in English. Though English is not my native language, but I will speak English, which is what I am. We thank God Almighty for this grace, a great grace, that during my time, during our time, He has brought He has revealed something that we don't know before, that my fathers didn't even, they were not aware of. They were not informed. Today, God has informed us. Today, we now know that what is called kingship is God. The throne is about who? About God. He is the only king. And in Yoruba, they call something Kabiyesi. It is Kabiyokosí, which means unquestionable. So it means that kingship actually belongs to God. He chooses who will be there. It means if I'm not the king, God is the king. The palace of a king is what?
It's a God's place.
And today, He has made us to know that the palace of the king is the palace of God Almighty on earth, because He's the king over heaven and earth. He's not just the king in heaven. He rules on earth. But you cannot see God. He's invisible. He's unquestionable. But He is the one to choose who will sit on His throne on earth. So the palace today has been defined, which Iwo Palace is the first in history of planet Earth that we know. This planet that we know, the first. I don't know other planets if revelation has been given to them, but today on this planet Earth, not only in Nigeria, other countries, the first defined palace as the palace of God Almighty is Iwo's palace. And these are divine inspiration, which today we know that I have been thinking, what is this inspiration? But today we know it's a godly inspiration. Today there are many things that has been revealed. There has been no representative of God, which is Arole Olodumare. That the throne belongs to God. You that you are going there, that He chose to be there, you are just a tenant. And you will be moving from there. Another person will come when you die. So God wants, He has a representative, and these are the kings. But He didn't give this revelation to our fathers. But today He gave it to us. There are things that He gave to Jesus, He didn't give to His fathers, which is Moses, Abraham. There are things that He gave to Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, that He didn't give to his father, who are Abdullah, Ishmael, and Abraham. But today, during our time, it means we are lucky to have this kind of grace and this revelation. And today, only Yoruba kings, only Yoruba kings are the luckiest.
Okay.
Why? Because only Yoruba kings answer to the name unquestionable. And unquestionable is the name of God. But God said it is in our name, Yoruba.
So as representatives of God on earth,
Yeah.
talking about Yoruba, you wanted to say something about the meaning of Yoruba.
Yeah. Because till today, no Yoruba man knows the meaning of Yoruba. They thought maybe the Hausa people gave us that name, or maybe the Fulani people gave us that name. But today,
I am not aware of any meaning so far.
Yeah. You don't know the meaning of Yoruba. Yeah. But today, it has been given to me.
Okay.
And that is because only Yoruba kings are bearing unquestionable Kabiokosi, which is the same name. Only Yoruba kings are very lucky and very blessed and very close to God Almighty, Olodumare. We call it Olodumare. Olodumare is the purest and the biggest name of God. And that's given to Yorubas. Even the English will say Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. But in Yoruba, everything was matched together. Olodu, the owner of all what is called wisdom. Odu is a deeper Yoruba meaning for wisdom. And the owner of Odu is called Olodu Mari, to mọ gbogbo àrè, that knows the destination and end of all. Today now, he has given us this name, which is the Yoruba means Oyoru Oba bíi tiẹ̀. You know, if only Yoruba kings bear unquestionable, then Oyoru Oba bíi tiẹ̀. Is it related or not?
Of course. Now, which means that God selects kings like himself.
The code for naming names in Yoruba language is in multiplication and subtraction. It's called Isunki. You can, if you want to say Oluwa Fumilayo, you can remove Oluwa and call him Fumilayo. You can remove Layo and Oluwa and call him Fumi. You can remove Oluwa and Fumi, you can call it Layo. And you can remove Wa and call it Olufunlayo. Or you can remove Layo and Wa and call it Olufumi. Yeah. You see how beautiful the way, and this is what is called Isuki. That is the code that God gave us to be naming our names.
You, before becoming the king.
And today, God has made us to know that the Yorubas are very, very lucky and very deep because we are the first mankind on earth. The first human to be made. We are the original. Today, we have seen it in the book. The book that you can see that is the earliest book that were first written are the books. They call them the books. The books which comes from the Latin word tabiblia. Tabiblia means the Bible. So these books that were matched together were books from the old times. And the Bible is the book that has been referred to for us to know that it is actually the Yorubas. The Yoruba are in the Bible.
Okay. But not so many kings agree with you. And even intellectuals.
They should bring their own. When professors from Afe Babala University can agree with me and bring all their sociology departments, the professors, the HOD, to come and learn from me. Who are the ones that said they didn't agree with me? When intellectual of this age,
before you became
when professors wants to hear from me, when Governor Jembewan says this is the real story of ours, because Isuki, laughing Soruko, and when they said the first human being, even it was revealed to Moses. When Moses was not there when the earth was made, but it was millions of years later. But God still revealed to Moses that the first man that was created is Adam. So it means that Moses didn't witness it and doesn't know where. But today, if you want to know where somebody comes from, how do you know?
By their name.
By their name, thank you. That's the first way for you to know where somebody comes from. Okay, they call the first human Adama. Then King James in 16th century did what? He translated the Hebrew to English. When he was translating it, he said the name Adam means created from mud, created from clay. In Yoruba, what do you call created?
Da.
From Ninu
New
clay. Who calls clay armor?
Yoruba.
So is it with your name that I say Oluwa Fumilayo Afiolabi? These are the way we make names. Ada Ninu Ama. Match it together. What's that?
Adam.
Adam. And he himself said it in English, created from mud.
That's an unconventional truth. That's an unconventional claim.
So bring yours.
I do,
and then Eve.
I cannot counter you can use. I'm only
then Eve, which they call Eva. Eve means heaved out of Adam, dug out of Adam. Eve. Okay. In the Hebrew version, before King James change, know the meaning in English and change, it was called a wow. A wow. Dug out of Adam. What does a wow mean? A wow means awawu latarenta daninu ama.
Okay.
So a wow is not a Arabic word. It is not a Jewish word. It is a Yoruba word for ipe awu latara enita daninu ama.
Coming back.
So and this is documented in the old Hebrew Bible. A wow. Even the Quran backed it up that the first woman is a wow.
Yes.
Okay, now today, if you don't know about that, let's talk about Nimrod that built the towers to the skies. The Muslims call him Namurusu. Namurusu, if you the L and the N in the front of Namu that started it. L and N is the same thing in Arabic. Then Sali and Dali, which is the S, Su, Namurusu. This S you can call Sikiru or Dikiru in Arabic.
Yeah.
So put D on the S and put L at the first one. What would you get? Lamorudu. What is the meaning of Lamorudu?
It's a name. It's actually a popular name in Yoruba history
relating to Oduduwa. But who knows the meaning? Who has ever known the meaning? Because God put the secret to my emergence. The meaning of Lamorudu is a Yoruba word. For when you want to say Oladele, you remove O. Isukinoni, we are still going to. You want to say Oladele and you remove O. What would you say? Olaiton, you remove O. If you want to say, because we are the ones that God says we are the first to be created. And our kings bear the same name with God. So if one has something Olamoru Dudu and you remove the O, what would you see?
Lamu Dudu.
Olamoru Dudu. Because yes. Because our Olamu. So Yoruba ni Olamu. So Olamoru Dudu, because we are the originals. The Yorubas are the originals. Every other race, they are mutations, called mutants.
Okay.
Yes. Today, these are revelations which you cannot counter. If you have any other thing, bring it so that you can.
Of course, I did
if it's making sense to you as academics.
Of course, I'm learning.
You have to. It's good to learn, and if you have any other something to counter it, and let's know.
So before you became the king,
yes,
you were an international man.
Yeah. And I don't know nothing about this.
You lived in Canada.
I live in Canada. I don't know
does that background have anything to do with all of this? I mean, the reform, the exposure.
No, wọ́n ní ìkòkò tí ó jata ìdí àkọ́kọ́ gbóná. So God has taken me to many parts of the world to be exposed, to know how to relate things when it happens in Africa and it happens over there. So I can be able to relate. So God has taken me through, when you want to take gold, it has to go through fire. I went through fire, my own share of life. But preparing me for this time. And when I got on the throne, God is showing himself. In 10 years now, we have known why I was chosen to be the king. Today, you can see what is happening. When I got on the throne, God said, because you are Kabiesi, you are the representation of God. How can a representation of God be bowing down to deities? And I stood with that.
You were talking about the idol, about
Yes.
why God told you that you
Yes.
shouldn't worship him.
That I shouldn't worship it. And I don't even know what to tell, because it will tell you that when you know that you don't like idol worshiping, why did you take the position of a king?
I even wanted to ask that, were you not selected in the process of?
Yeah,
Like
but let me tell you, when you get to an office and you're made a manager of an office and you see the office dirty, will you continue in the dirtiness or will you try to clean it?
Of course.
So it's time to clean kingship. It's time to make some changes. The world is dynamic.
Talking about changes.
The world is dynamic. Culture is dynamic. You see what I use on my legs? My fathers didn't use this. Huh? Katia on my eyes? My grandfathers didn't do it. They didn't use glasses. Huh? You see that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, is it dynamic or not? So, is it subject to change culture? Yes. So, if you see some things in culture that is against humanity, because when you see a culture that says they want to do rituals, but that ritual don't want to see human being, is it anti-human or?
But they are doing it because of they want to use maybe to appease the gods for the humans.
To appease the gods. That's what you said. Which gods?
I mean,
our ancestors that have passed away.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. How do you honor your ancestors? When they were alive, you, the way you are now, should I pour red oil on your head? Would you like it? So when you're gone, should I pour red oil to honor you? Should I put schnapps or NSC in my mouth and pour it on you? Is that insultive or is honoring you?
It doesn't honor.
Should I put
but that is the known tradition.
That is the known one. But then when you found it and you open your eyes and you say, this is not right. This is not the right way. Should we be honoring our fathers in dirty ways? Go to Chinese restaurants. They worship Buddha too. Eh? But when you get to Chinese restaurant, you can see a Buddha temple by the Chinese. You can still eat there. Can you eat in our shrines today? Can you take your child that you love to eat on one of our, that they honor these ancestors? Why is your ancestor that they only eat eko and ekpo that you cannot eat? Why would they eat the kind of gods that you want to appease to make our life better? You only eat at the roundabout.
But minus the dirtiness. Do you still object to
and tell me anything that is not dirty apart from me that I've rejected? I didn't reject that Shango is not my father. I didn't say Ogun is not my father. But you term them, they have termed them as killers. Ogun Akpai, Shango Akpai. Should our father be a killer till today? So should you honor your father and say they are killers? Would you like for your father to be a killer?
Of course.
And they say he's a killer for children and everybody. So and they said Ogun ni o ni mọ́tò, so ọmọ tó bá accident Ogun ló pa. So it means that Ogun, our father, is killing our children. Should our father be killers?
No.
Me, I reject any father that is a killer. So it's better to, what do? You do a reform. You give them a good image. A good image. Ogun that I know. What did he do? is the one when we don't have these professions that we have today: pilots, engineers, doctor, education today that is giving us a very good atmosphere to live in. You have a camera and all these lights now. That's education. When we don't have that, our father, Ogun, even if you are a pastor or you are a Muslim, a cleric, anybody, you are related to Ogun, you are related to Shango, they are father in Yoruba land. But how do you package your fathers? You call them killers. And then the way you honor them, how do you honor your fathers? Do you honor them in a dirty way and all these shrines be dirty? So these are the reforms that is needed, because those fathers are actually putting a curse back on you. When you say you pour libation and you pour ogogoro or NSC in your mouth and pour it on their head, they are cursing you back.
But
They are
the prayers
saying
that
what?
are said in those places, actually, we are seeing the effect of some of the prayers said at those shrines, even with the libation and.
You are saying you think Yoruba land is in peace?
Okay, so your
You
land is
are
not in peace.
you think so when when ritual murders are going on, when people are dying for ritual murders, people doing because they don't take records, because the police don't give you how many numbers are killed a day. We as a traditional ruler, we see it every day. They report it to us. Dead body, human parts, they are the cheapest now today. The head of human being is just 20,000 naira. Yes. So you might not know about that because it hasn't happened to you. Well, I have a brother, I have sisters, I have children that have happened to. As a traditional ruler, I'm the father of this land. Everybody is my son, my daughter. So when one of them die, through this barbaric practice, there's barbarism still thriving in the land, in Yoruba land, barbarism.
But some people have actually opined that this
Yes.
ritual,
Yes.
this supposed like
they need
the
it.
cut the dismember of human performance.
Yes.
So they said some people are actually saying that these people that do this, they are involved in organ trafficking and sales instead of
before
money
organ
ritual.
trafficking.
In fact, there was this video by Baba Yemi Elegushi where he said that
I'm asking you, before organ trafficking, when did organ trafficking shake? Maybe in the 2000s. Before organ trafficking, have you not heard about IK Dairo singing ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ director ló wà tí ò lọ́fíìsì tí ò níbi iṣẹ́ tó bá rí wọn nínú Mercedes wọ́n sátárì pọ́ngbọ́ngbọ́n wọ́n fọlọ́mọ ṣẹ́ẹ́só wọ́n fàyà láyà ṣẹ́ẹ́só fílẹ̀ o àwòdì jẹun èpè sán. You didn't hear about that? You don't know about IK Dairo because that was in the 70s, in the 60s. So you're still young.
yes,
I'm
sir.
talking about what is real. You might be denying it, but you've had news. One just killed one federal road safety woman and the child. Yeah, one babalawo. There are pastors too doing it. There are this alpha too doing it. All of them. But these are rituals. This is not about Christianity or Islam. This is called traditional rituals. This is what is happening here. Every part of the country has their own problem. But in our land here, Igbo land, this occultic barbarism is happening. They are killing our children. The streets that is stained with blood. It's flowing.
So what you are saying is actually of people's interest, of public
Why not?
interest.
Why I'm a king?
Why do people receive your news negatively?
And because the people who are doing this and who are benefiting from it and who are selling these parts, they are in the social media and they know that I'm talking about their
because to the best of my knowledge,
yes,
there are some kings that you used to be a friend with.
Yeah.
But I think since the beginning of your canvasser against money ritual, the idolatry, the
Yes.
other stuff.
Yeah.
You have distanced yourself. If
I
you do not
have
even
to.
mind
I have
me,
to because I have a call. When you have a call, they don't have it. And I'm going to win because the truth is always going to prevail. I'm going to be the greatest king ever.
more than
Anybody, I don't want money is not. I'm talking about when you talk about truth. Truth prevails. God is truth. That's why God is still here. Every other thing don't count. The most popular is God Almighty, and it's here when everybody's gone.
talking about
So
popular.
instead of talking to your ancestors, which one would you talk to? Let me tell you, when you're talking about deity worshiping, I am not the one that says deity worshiping is bad. It is the maker of heaven and earth that gives that directive. It is his own law. The owner of the throne made the law. Do you know what ALAAFIN is?
Does Afin have another meaning aside from being King's Lodge?
The real is not just King's Lodge. The real ALAAFIN comes from the law, Ofin. So you must know Ofin. It's not, you see, when you're talking about anything that you cannot translate it is not our own. That's how I know. That's how they made us to know that Shango, though he was born of a Yoruba father, but that name is not a Yoruba name because it's not part of his Suki. His mother's lineage gave him that name.
From Nupe, right?
From Nupe. That's how you will know. So anything that you hear in Yoruba must have a meaning. The Ofin comes from Afin comes from Ofin and to ní Ofin and to ṣe Ofin. Ọlọ́run ló kọ́ ṣòfin pé ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ pànìyàn, ìwọ kò gbọ́dọ̀ sin Ọlọ́run mìíràn. Those are the and to kọ́ ṣe òfin nìyẹn. That's why the Afin belongs to
God.
And to Lofin. And that's why you see you have to. These are the things our Yoruba children don't know, and it's coming out of me. And I'm not the one saying it. Okay. These are divine inspirations.
Talking about what Yoruba children do. That was the time I once wrote a news about you that you said Yoruba didn't have word for millions, billions, and all. And the news actually gained traction then.
Because I said we need to upgrade the Yoruba language. The Chinese, even the Arabs, they can do chemistry, biology in their own language. The Russians, they don't need English before they do chemistry. So why can't we upgrade our own? And let all these sitting professors, I'm not blaming professors, but I want some of them to start being experts in our language. Now, why would we have a Yoruba language that we use for our graduates, and they don't even know the meaning of apple? They have to call it apple. We don't have a name for cocoa. We have to give it what the white man told us. Cocoa is still cocoa till today. When it is ours, but when they see something, they give it a name, and that name sticks with it. Why don't we find a name for everything?
What you are doing is supposed to call for collaboration with your fellow traditional rulers.
But because you don't climb a ladder with 2 people. Mm-hmm. You don't climb a ladder with 10 people. You don't climb a ladder. You see, the white people, it is this education that we are following today. They're the one that brought it to us. We were sleeping. The world was sleeping. They started it. And they're moving. Now, you know how many years they are ahead of us now? So, I'm talking about it now, though with love, I want them to come with me, but they can't, because the ladder can only be climbed by only me. When I get to the top, then they will see me. It is success that people are acquainted with. People are not acquainted. When you are struggling, that is when you are going from bump to bump. Nobody wants to go with you with that. They want to see where have you got to. So the journey I have started is a journey that is going to be successful, a great success. And that success ladder, I can only climb it alone.
Talking about climbing a ladder.
So they won't, it doesn't matter if I try
all of these things
to talk to them and tell them, let's go together. They will say, no. We are used to, people like comfortability. Yes. They don't like to move out of their comfort zone.
Some people are actually of the opinion that you enjoy the media relevance because in Nigeria today, you are unarguably the most popular king of media.
Media relevance.
Yes, because that is why.
Why do I need media relevance?
I feel some people feel like that is why you are not more of that collaboration, that perhaps you feel like climbing the ladder alone will give you more traction.
Because we went to meetings and I tried to tell them, this is the right thing for us to do. Let's move our race forward. Let's move our children from the darkness. Why would a ritual say they are appeasing to a God, and that God is in this orita, is in the roundabout, in the sun, where they pee, and that's where our own God wants to eat. Doesn't eat chicken and turkey on the dining table. Doesn't sit on bed. Doesn't want aircon. Our own deity, it is where toilet is. You will see where they put our deities. And our own deity, it has to be, you have to pour red oil on top of it. I don't know. Have you seen Ojubo before? A shrine.
Yes.
How does it look? Is it very, very... Would you like to sleep there?
Not at all.
Is it a place? Would you like to eat there? Well, have you seen a Chinese a restaurant and see their shrine there? Wouldn't you like to eat around there?
Of course.
The place is clean.
I would wonder.
That's the way they honor their fathers.
So many Nigerians,
cleanliness.
They see you, Kabiyesi,
yes,
as the most outspoken traditional ruler of this generation.
Because we speak the
How
truth.
would you personally define your reign?
My reign has been great. It's a journey of a million miles, and you have to start with a step. And I have the balls. I have the confidence. I am bold. And boldness and confidence is equal to faith in God. And that's what you need. To be bold, to be confident. And that's what I'm saying to give to the Yorubas, to come back from their shells. Be bold, be confident, and know that you can walk tall because you are the children born of wealth. This is the Garden of Eden. Let me tell you. If we have time now, I would have shown you the map and you would have seen the migration process, even in the Bible, that will tell you that actually a world starts from Yoruba land. It's there in the Bible. You can see that Moses crossed the Red Sea. Before Moses crossed the Red Sea, they said it was a promised land. A promised land is not where you've been before. It is where you go. A new place that you want to. So Egypt is in Africa.
Yes.
Okay, but the children of Jacob went to Egypt. So if they go to Egypt, it means they were not coming from Egypt. The next country to Egypt is Niger. Jacob himself ran away from home because of his brother Esau. And even Abraham and Lot has to run from from Sodom and Gomorrah. Abi? Look at the only place where we can find Sodom and Gomorrah today, where you can see the the evidence that some people became salt, pillar of salt, is in Asia, in Kwara. Asia and Oro. So it means Sodom and Gomorrah. It means those places were just changed by the influence of kings that wrote the books. Because when people want to write in the olden times, you need permission of the king.
Yes.
Yes. And those kings, that time, they don't want Africans to know that they were the originals. They want us to be slaves, and they don't want people. They won't want us to know that we are the first of mankind. So if Sodom and Gomorrah can happen in Oro, then Noah was before Abraham. So it means Yoruba land is, and that's why you see that Yoruba land. I'm not even talking about Igbo land. I'm not talking about Ijo. Yoruba land is the richest in the world in minerals. Yes. No, I've been to over 50 countries in the world. And no country has Yoruba land's mineral resources.
What are the hidden mineral resources?
You're very young.
Yes.
It's too much. Beryl, topaz, aquamarine, tantalite, coltan, gold. We have oil. We have our fisheries, which is a $1 trillion industry. We haven't even gone into that. It's a virgin land. This Yoruba land that you see, that we haven't even explored. If didn't you see that even our just sand? We have limestone. We have lithium. We have bitumen. Which country has all that? No other one. Yoruba land. Imagine if limestone can be turned to cement by you, if God give you that wisdom. Lithium, he can turn into battery. He can turn tantalite into airplane. Gold, we can refine and design by ourselves. The petroleum, which is the crude oil, we can, my child, can make it gasoline, diesel, petrol, and gas. Do we need any country? Let me tell you, every country on planet Earth need Yoruba land. We don't need them. The only thing we need.
Seeing you as a reformer king,
yes,
we of which is good. You often talk about the idolatry part of the,
because the idolatry is
this mineral resources part, entrepreneurship part of which we will also get back to.
Yes,
I was once at an event where you gave 100,000 naira each to 10 entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Then I think that was in 2019.
Okay.
Yes. So, of which we'll talk about. Why do you not often talk about this entrepreneurship part? Because a lot of people have misunderstood.
Because idolatry is the curse on our people. When you pour red oil on your dead father, he's cursing you that almost for. We are not wise. Where's the wisdom to make our mineral resources into finished product? Where is that? Do you have it? Why is it that we must bring a white man to come and change crude oil into diesel and petrol? Why is it that the gold in Iwo, Ilesha, Ife, why is it that we have to send it to Italy for design, refining, for them to just file it, we design it, and then Italy doesn't have a gold, but it has to sell it back to us as what? Italian gold. Cocoa, America don't have cocoa, but they are the ones giving us Nescafe and chocolate. Do you see chocolate in Nigeria? But who owns the cocoa?
We.
So why can't you make? Why you can't make chocolate?
Some people are making it.
Who?
There are companies here that
are making chocolate.
I remember that was
without the white man's inclusion.
Well, I've not been to their factory.
No, you have to go there and see who brought the machines. You have to see who are the owners of the machines, who are the owners of everything, who employs you there. You have to see who make these clothes, which machines make it. Are you the owner of the machine? What we have done is Ofi in the past, and it's a lot of process to do it with wool, with cotton or wool. Yeah, but today there's a fast process. We need wisdom. We need this course egun tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lórí àwọn ọmọ wa. A ní ìkókó níbẹ̀. Ẹ ń pe àwọn bàbá yín. Bàbá tó bá pè lápàyàn kò lè dunnú sí ẹ o. Bàbá tó depo lé lórí ò lè dunnú sí ẹ. Wọ́n ń ṣépè. Yes, that's what God Almighty Olódùmarè wants me to tell Yorùbás. Ègún tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. Àwọn òdì òrìṣà tẹ̀ ń bọ tẹ́ ẹ sọ pé ẹ̀ ń dèpò lé wọn lórí, àwọn náà ń sọ fún yín kẹ́ ẹ máa pa àwọn ọmọ sídìí. Àwọn náà ń kọ yín ní rituals tí ò dáa. Let me tell you, we are in a situation today in 2025. Ibi táwọn British wà ní 16th century, and they made a law, what is called a reclamation law, to ban sorcery, witchcraft. They say it's retrogressive to human race. It is retrogressive for you to be checking the future, which makes people lazy. Do you know what the punishment they gave that time? Death by hanging.
So do you think we should emulate something like that and implement that kind of?
No, there are many. Today there is a law, and that time the British are the one that started with this government and law of the thing, and they know it's retrogressive, and that's why they kept. The only white man that you will see worshiping deities are the ones that are just not real white, but they are the Cubans, Brazilians. They are not Western world. You will not see Americans doing idolatry. No Western nation does idolatry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we too should
honor your father in a better way.
Bring an end to.
Honor your father. Yeah, these youths. Honor your father in a better way than dirtiness, than Kemawa. The white man, what this does, he fixes our head. Aneurysm. Your traditional medicine doesn't have surgery. Does it have surgery?
Not that I'm not.
Your traditional medicine doesn't have even egun headache medicine.
Well, I'm not into traditional. I'm not into traditional.
Let me tell you, when you use Panadol rather than Domisori, I think your headache is gone. Aneurysm, blood going to the brain. You see, there are many things done out of. They will even be telling you in the past that error. Today we know that Oba Depomu is high cholesterol. You will die. It will block your arteries. You won't take the blood going to your brain. It will be blood and oxygen. Then you get stroke. You die. But you see, education is very, very important. And education is not really, many people are educated. Even I've seen professors who are still illiterates, health. People will go to Dongoyaro. You are putting your life in the hands of Yalagbo, to research, to law school. Let all Babalawo, let them upgrade. Instead of come and sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ jó orí èèyàn, wọ́n fẹ́ jó orí ẹyẹ. People, you are destroying orí èèyàn. But the white man doesn't destroy, he fixes it. Ẹ fi babaláwo tẹ́lẹ̀ ń ṣe. Ẹ move ẹ lọ sí. Is babalawo our culture? Is it culture?
Is it not part of our culture?
You see, that's what you don't know. Babalawo is a businessman who says he is a doctor.
A businessman who claims to be a doctor.
Yes. Babalawo is a doctor in traditional style. Nígbè dókítà èmi ń wò yàn sàn ni tí babalawo ń ṣe nìyẹn àtòníṣègùn. It is not culture. It is not even kingship. It has nothing to do with kingship. Awo. Babalawo nìyẹn. He claims to be a doctor. Babalawo is not about culture. It's not about our tradition. He's a businessman just like a pastor.
Okay.
Who said he can heal.
But in the olden days.
But he himself, when he has problem, he goes to the hospital.
Kings used to consult them in the olden days.
Consult, they said they want to look in the future.
Yes.
In Tonta, no, that's the only thing they sell. what they are selling is soothsaying. Just to see, they want to see things for you. So
Yeah.
kings consulting them to see, oh, this this traveling I want to go, will I come back? Is that not what they do? So what consultation are you saying?
What if it was working? If it wasn't
Say,
working,
is that about culture? Is about clothes?
if it wasn't working, they wouldn't have sustained it. Don't you
No,
think?
working like that. What do you want to know about the future?
I mean, if it wasn't efficient.
Okay, how many times have you gone to a babalawo to look at your star?
Well, I'm not.
You are talking about the old times. You are bringing it. How can you apply history to the present? The history cannot be applied. It can only be referenced.
So, what role do you think
Are
the
you-
traditional belief system
No.
should be playing in this modern era?
Belief system. Olodumare is there for us, the owner of the heaven and earth. Your fathers are bound to make mistakes when we are alive. During the time of our fathers, there's so much war. During the times of our fathers, they were giving us tribal marks. Will you give your child tribal marks? No, I'm asking you, will you give your child Abaja?
If
No.
well, yeah, I understand.
I'm asking you,
each of
no,
those tribal
say
marks used to
yes
have
or no.
meaning.
Yes or
They
no.
used to have meaning, some
Today,
identity.
no,
Because so that when they saw someone, maybe
that
someone
is
got
history.
lost.
So you like it?
So I think it is no longer applicable in the
No,
modern era.
no. Why is it not applicable?
Because they can easily identify people now.
No.
without even
You
having to-
can't easily identify nobody now. With what?
Okay, because then if they saw someone that came from Oyo, they would have I don't know, maybe
So
Abacha
somebody that
or-
if you that from Oyo goes to Borno, they will know you are from Oyo.
I had the traditional mark.
No, and the man that has never seen you in Oyo,
But
who
now-
doesn't know, who doesn't know anything about your tradition. If you go to Arab land, they will know you are from Oyo.
Well, if they had perhaps traveled down here.
No, they have not traveled down here. They see you with mark. They will know you are from Oyo.
I might be
let me
the first from my.
I'm asking you. I think if you like tribal marks, I would like you to give your children Abaja.
I miss
Or
you.
let us give you Abaja.
I'm already older. That's okay.
You are older than what?
That's all okay.
No. You like that culture.
No, I didn't say
You
I
are
like,
siding
I'm
that
just trying
culture.
to, no, I'm just trying
Let
to
me
state
tell you,
some
when
of
you
the
see,
reasons.
listen, you don't give excuse for wrongs.
Okay.
Níjọ́ abárìbìnibí wọlẹ̀. Don't be making excuses. Our forefathers, yes, they make some mistakes. We will make mistakes too. But we are here to correct those mistakes. When you are there to correct mistakes, don't give a hoot. Correct it.
In the course of
Don't make, let me say, so you want to give me a good reason why we are killing twins.
In the course
No,
of
listen, no, don't go now. I'm asking you.
I'm not good.
No, give me a good reason to back up killing of twins.
No, I've never supported that.
So
It isn't good.
so were they wrong?
But it wasn't a part of our culture. I think it was
It
part
is.
of the
No.
Calabar culture, Cross Rivers people.
No, they only started it in Calabar. Mary Slessor went to Calabar and started it. We were doing it here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
We call Ejirara Isokun Edun. Edun means Obo. We call twins Obo because we don't regard them as humans.
But people used to say, because in their this tribute, people say that Wole Alakisa. So Alakisa
That is the new when Sani Ade started. When they started giving the twins a good one. But normally in the olden times, which you are still young to know that time, we call Ejirara Isokun Edun. Edun Igi should man be equal with Obo? Are you telling me that they are just playing? Or that's the real truth. They don't see them as humans. And that's why they believe that they are bad omens. It is when Mary Slessor stopped it, that's when we started giving them a good image. What you need is to promote something that will give Yorubas a good image, that will give our fathers, Shango, Ogun. Shango was a defender of this race. He was not a killer. Ogun is the one that taught us how to farm when there was no provision. He taught us how to survive. Somebody that taught you, a father that taught you how to survive, did not kill you. He wants you to survive. But today you give them a killer name. Would you like, if when you leave this world, that you should be termed as a pedophile or a killer of your own race? So when you see something that they're doing that is wrong, just tell, you know what, that time was the time of our fathers was just it was our foundation, but it is history that we can write about. You see, when you're talking about history is full of rights and wrongs, and they are not meant to be jettisoned. They're meant to be kept in a museum. You see why I'm building that museum? You see that museum?
Okay, what is that?
That what you see over there in front there is a museum that will keep our hearts, that will keep our history. There was a history time that this whole area is about war.
You were saying something earlier about okay, even in the course of this conversation, it has been established a lot of things that you want abrogated in Yoruba culture. So what are the things that you think we should be supporting?
A very good look at. I want us to be wearing that our children should be wearing more of our ofi, to put money in the hands of our children. Ofi is the cloth of the Yorubas. Adire, those are the two, not lace, not white China cloth, not any other one. Ofi. So that my daughter, my brother, my sister can start a job of Ofi and bring that back, and people should be, and it's very colorful. Ofi is our own jeans. Wear the jeans. This is what you're wearing. You're just, you sew it according to Yoruba, but this is not Yoruba cloth. You're not patrocizing Yoruba. You sew it in the Yoruba way. You're wearing a Yoruba cap, which is pamole, but you are not wearing the Yoruba cloth.
So this is not.
No.
But Ofi is expensive.
It's not expensive. There are cheaper ones. You just have, it's a jeans that can last long. Yeah.
In your course of promoting unity among traditional people,
yes,
I've seen pictures of you wearing Hausa and King's attires.
Yes.
And same as Igbo.
Yes.
But you are also promoting Yoruba culture.
Yeah. I know.
How do you create a next?
I know my identity as a Yoruba man, a Yoruba king. And because we, in this nation called Nigeria, why Nigeria is so great is because of, though tribe and tongues may differ, in brotherhood we stand. I want the same way I treat the Hausas, the Fulanis, the Igbos here as their father. I want the Sultan of Sokoto the Shehu of Borno to treat Iwo son like their own children. So what I'm saying is that any Oshogbo son or daughter here, I am his Ataoja.
Okay, that reminds me when.
So it's not that you are boxed in one. When it comes to another person of another tribe or tongues, as a king, you are the father to that person. You have to take that person as their, so that my own children too in Sokoto can be treated like that.
Don't you think? Why do you think people misunderstand you? With all
people, you see, people just want to especially when it comes to idolatry and stuff that you try to change. Change is not something easy for people to do. And it's not that they misunderstand. Sometimes they might misunderstand. Sometimes they just sing it the way they want. Sometimes they just want to say, oh, is he only the one that is going to be right? Out of jealousy, that this kind of revelation is coming to me, and they are not the first one to do it. Some people just don't like that. Why is he the first one
Why is he the one
to be given this revelation?
champion this kind of a thing?
Uh-huh. People jealous of Jesus. People were jealous of Muhammad. People were jealous of great people. When you are meant to be great and your greatness is just there,
I want to dive into something.
people
I
are.
want to dive into something, and I would really love you to give us your royal wisdom
Okay.
on it. Recently, in fact, openly, ALAAFIN of Iwo, ALAAFIN Akim Owadi, he has visited Iwo twice. He came during a tour and he came during your 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
And he is one of the faces of idolatry in Yoruba land as a traditional ruler. And also, on the other hand, I understand you and the OONI of Ife,
Yeah.
you used to have a cordial relationship. In fact, I saw a video of you where you said you played a part in his ascension to the throne. Don't you think you are creating a kind of block is being created, a kind of divide, a continuation of the existing divide between the ALAAFIN and OONI is being sustained?
When you see
And in doing in that, what role are you playing?
when you try to make you see that though the Alafin, yeah, he's doing the Shango something, which I said Shango, Ogun, Obatala, they are all I don't deny they are our fathers, but I'm talking about honoring them in the what way, in the right way. Eh? So some people it takes time for them to change.
How about I understand you used to be very close with the Elegushi of Ikate and Oniru, and suddenly there was distance.
There's distance when people try to take sides. They think sides and money is not everything. It's what we call humanity. Humanity is always good. Oniru didn't do nothing to me. Cool. Elegushi didn't do nothing bad to me. But when people try to take their own side, to take sides of another, then you leave them to take the sides of that person. Then they will still see.
Does the side
They will see that kind of person.
Does the side have anything to do with the idolatry or a video that emerged one time?
And what I'm saying, listen, what I say is that don't say Isheshe owns kingship, and don't force any king to Isheshe. Isheshe is a religion. Christianity is a religion. Islam is a religion. Three of them, none of them owns kingship. Kingship is owned by the people of the town, and there is one house, which is the royal family, that God has ordained kingship for. It is not Babalawo that owns kingship. They have their own chieftaincy in Isheshe. The Isheshe chieftaincy is the Araba, Oluwo, Onishegun, Babalawo, that is their own chieftaincy. But they cannot come and hold kingship and say they must be Isheshe. No. Isheshe is a religion. If you want to promote it to us, you promote a clean one. You promote the one that I like. Some things I like in Islam, some things I don't like in Islam. Yes. Some things I like in Christianity, some things I don't like. I don't like the monetary aspect. They monetize Christianity. Islam, beating of children and beating of before you can learn Arabic. No, I'm against that. I'm against anything terrorism or fanaticism, extremism. No, all those things we need to. When it comes to humanity, I defend humanity first before any religion. And I am the father of these people. Yeah. So anything that will trample on their rights, ritual that doesn't want to see people and wants to come in the town. People are living in the town. When Any rituals that is against any rituals that doesn't want to see human being and wants to come in the town but doesn't want to see humans should go in the bush. Should, Oro tó bá ti lóun ọ̀fẹ́ rí èèyàn tó sì fẹ́ wá sílùú inú ìlú ta ló ń gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ o ò fẹ́ rí èèyàn o ti wà anti-human lọ́nu igbó. Ẹbọ tó gbélẹ̀ tó fi dọ̀tí lẹ̀ ọ̀ọ́dẹ̀pọ̀ lẹ̀ nítorí irúnmọlẹ̀ ti epo òun èjẹ chicken kò jẹ kíní epo àtẹ̀kọ́ àtòrí eku tó ti gbẹ òun ní kíní tí ẹ ń jẹ àwọn wèrè ló máa ń jẹ yẹn tèmi mọ̀ ìwọ ò lè fi dọ̀tí ilẹ̀ mí báyìí lórí tó bá gbé bẹ̀ ta ló wá máa gbé so environmental dẹ̀ wà then kò sí èpàrìpà lóru kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe lóru tẹ́ ẹ̀ lè ṣe lọ́sàn-án ntẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti ń ṣe lóru téèyàn ò lè rí tí ò sí pé bóyá kinní kan ìyẹn ti ní nǹkan nú nìyẹn ilẹ̀ Yorùbá in Yorùbá land wọ́n ní ẹni ire kì í rin òru níbo wálẹ̀ ìwọ tó fẹ́ ṣe ritual níbo ló ti jẹ́ ni ire tó fi ń rin òru ni wọ́n fẹ́ gbé tiẹ̀ gbé lọ́sàn-án kárì gbé tó bá fẹ́ gbé nǹkan tó máa ṣe wá láǹfààní jẹ́ kárì báyìí ntẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ṣe lóru tí èèyàn ò gbọdọ̀ ìwọ nìkan ló lè rí ó ti ẹni rè sì rìn o so ìwọ tó wá fẹ́ gbé bó ló ṣe jẹ́ ni rí tó yẹ pé òru ló sì fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí a bá ti lè tó ti ń di pé ó ti ń is too when it's too secretive it's shrouded in secrecy we don't want that anymore. That's why you see Iwo is very safe. I can say one of the safest city in Yoruba land and even in Nigeria. Banditry cannot come here. I love my subjects, so they cannot they will not betray the land. You see, when a leader leads right, the subjects will not betray the land. No worry. But when a leader treats, I don't treat my subjects as slaves. I treat them as my own children. They ọmọ ọba ni mo pe gbogbo wọn. Mi sọ pé ìlẹ́rú.
Obviously, in all of this reform,
yes,
and the legacy,
yes,
in 100 years' time,
yeah,
and more,
yeah,
what do you want to be remembered for?
For my being good to humanity, and for bringing changes that will better the lives of many. I brought personally with collaboration of some more subjects, I brought Federal College of Education to Iwo. You can see. So Arishe Larika, in my time, Federal College of Education. Yes. The only king that I've seen that have done that, a federal college, a federal presence. The other king that I've seen that is the time of Oba Abdulrasheed Adewale bringing a federal, yes, University of Ife. So those are the kings that I know in history, and that's why he remained a great king. I'm a great king, and I will remembered as the greatest king ever lived. Let me tell you, I've brought what they call medical equipment worth over billions to, you remember? I fixed a 44-kilometer road that has been left for over 13 years. I started fixing with cement. Before even Dangote started fixing it with cement. Because I learned about this overseas. The road in Ontario, in Toronto, from 401 is mixed with cement. So I started fixing Iwo Oshogbo Road. Before, we used 3.5 hours to get to Oshogbo. You have to travel to Ogbagba, then go into Ejigbo before you go. But today, I have opened that road, Oshogbo Iwo Road. And 44-kilometer, we started making it in 25-30 minutes when I fixed it. 3 months. Yes. Today, we have Oluwo Stadium. They used to do the, what's it called, the Iwo Day at DC school. I said, no, you know what? We have to have our stadium. And today we have a very standard stadium. We just even make the grass. We opened it just last week. And you see, many universities I brought here during my time. And now we have the dual carriageway coming. Iwo is a city already. And this is what is called development. And taking my children, my subject from the box, this shrouded secrecy box that they have been used to, that is enslaving them, that is pressing them down. Today we have sensitized them and make them to know the right thing and not to fear this way of witchcraft. We have told them witchcraft, àjẹ́ òṣì ló ń jàjẹ́, kò sájẹ́. There is, yes, òṣì ló ń jẹ́ àjẹ́. There is no àjẹ́ anywhere than poverty. You will never see a rich man being called àjẹ́. Òṣì, ẹni tó bá tòṣì nìkan làjẹ́. Tó bá rí Fọlọ́runṣọ́ Alákìjà àti ìyá tó tẹ́bi ń pa, tán bá lájẹ́ wà nílé yín, ta ni wàá mú? Ìyá yẹn ni wàá mú, because òun làjẹ́, òun ló lòṣì. But tó bá ti wá mú, ìwọ wá mú ìyá yẹn, mú lọ sékòó, tọ́jú ẹ̀, kó sọ di nurse tàbí doctor, kó náà wá máa send owó, ṣáàjẹ́ ni mọ́. So òṣì làjẹ́, àjẹ́ lòṣì. And that's why I'm reading Iwo out of poverty. And we have done that. We've done that. I empower millions. I give my millions to empower my children. Every thug in this town, they don't want to do thuggery anymore because I empower them in their own. When I would just ask them, Kinishe, what is your job of special? Yes, I'm a fashion designer, I'm a tailor, I'm a plumber. I buy there something for them. You know, this is how I sensitize my peoples and to make them to be. Today, let me tell you, in Yoruba land, Iwo is the most civilized. It's not about bridges. It's not about ports. It's about the people's mind. Orientation. That is what we call ìpè èèyàn lajú. Ìlú tí ò ṣe orò láti ti àwọn ọmọ mọ́nú ilé. Wọ́n sì ń ṣòro lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Wọ́n máa tì yín mọ́lé pé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ jáde. Any orò tó bá kò gbọ́dọ̀ take 1 minute of my people's time. Wípé wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ jáde. No. 24 hours. You can leave here 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. This is a very safe land. And we love each other. I've brought love into this community. Even just the love. That's a great development. Bringing love to the people. They know the father they have doesn't enslave them. A king that doesn't enslave his people will breed kings. And the kings that enslave and suppress the people will meet a suppressed future. Yeah. That's why you don't see cultism war here. Never. Not in the war. There will, if you are Aye, Bikana or anything or Aye, you go to another town. Not here. You do it here, you fail. We will beat you. We will hold you down. We will make you to suffer. You will never do that here. You will not hear that here. No Bikana Aye or Aye cultism war. No. You don't support and you don't force any of my children to become a cultist.
One other development
yes.
That you might perhaps omitted since mentioning is the police area command.
Yeah, police. It's not only police area command. There's police. There's civil defense. We have all that. There are many. National Open University. I brought it here.
What does
Lotus Bank? Let me tell you. This Lotus Bank, National Open University, they don't go to any other place than state capitals. No, you will never see National Open University in Ede, in Elisha, in anywhere. You can only find it in the capital. I'm the one that broke that jinx. I brought it to Iwo, and I brought Lotus Bank. They won't come. Those Islamic banks, they will never come to any place other than the capital. But I brought it here. That's Lotus Bank you see over there.
Yes. I wanted to ask that based on your relationship with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, what does he have in stock for you?
Based on my relationship with any president.
Because I know you are.
During the time of Buhari, and he's the one that gave me the Federal College of Education.
So what does President you have?
We're working on it. And it will be a surprise to many.
Right.
And I'll make sure my people are right. I love my people. I love the Iwo people. And I love the Yoruba race. And I want them to think right, make it right, and let's enjoy who we are together as the originals.
And also maybe a national honor.
First of mankind.
I said that maybe a national honor.
You see, you don't look for that. What I'm doing is more than national honors. I want honor from God. God has honored me. For I have many obstacles, many principalities I have overcome. No enemy of mine has ever gloated over me. I have been laughing over my enemies. And that's it. You see, I'm so happy with what I have become. And who I am, I state who I am because that's what who I am is what God sees for Olodumare to put me in this throne. And I didn't change my relationship with men because of I don't let the position to change who I am. And so that who I am, that God sees in me to put me on that throne, is that relationship that I'm bringing to my people.
And for the last look, obviously,
yes.
What do you have to say for the people of my generation?
Of this nation?
Of my generation.
Of your generation? Yes. You just have to snap out of the old thinking. Yes. Don't let no superstition, fear-mongering, scare tactics of deceptive way, which is not our own tradition, to hold you back. Always tell them you can't do nothing. Be bold and confident is the key to success because that is faith in that superpower being. It is more than any AK-47 or when you have that. Let me tell you, Olodumare will always defend you. No matter what, you will always be up. And we are going up. It's too late to bring us back. God bless.
Thank you.